Hey folks, it's Gina again, and this is my 12th layout with the Scrap with Scrap series I'm doing. And this one is about Memorial Day, and it's from 2016. So you can see I have a ton of scraps in there, the papers, and I'm going to use a good amount of them too. So nice to get them out of my stash and used up. So I am trimming down my photos, and I kind of just trim them down to get all the extra stuff that I don't need out of it. And then it's kind of like I don't know what you would call it. It's not a grid layout because it's not separate, like a block of pictures that I'm using. And see how they're not quite the right size to make a rectangle. So I'm going to go ahead and just trim them down as I go. So there I have that. That's a beautiful grid paper, turquoise, not turquoise, teal. I don't know, one of those colors. But I just cut the middle out of that. Is going to be my background, that really colorful one. So I decided to use that behind that grid paper, because it was, I don't know, I just liked it better, and I figured I would be able to use up my scraps a little better and be able to see the photos a little better if I didn't use this super busy paper there. So I consider doing lots of stuff here, and I move it around a lot. So that's where you could see I'm just trimming them down so they could make a perfect rectangle of photos. So of course, when I take photos, there's a lot of extra empty space that I don't need, so I just trim it off. So this was just a Memorial Day that we had a few people over. We just had a barbecue, and then it turned into, there were kids and big kids, as you can see. And we had a water balloon fight. So fun, fun, fun. So there's my photos. I'm just almost done evening them out, gluing them down with my ATG, and I matted them on that pretty blue paper. Then I'm using that as a layer, the part I cut out from the middle. I know I probably didn't have to because I'm making more scraps, but I mean, it worked. I like it. And I don't want to waste paper just to use up scraps, so that works. So you could just see I'm just trying to work in all of the scraps I have. And I thought I wanted the whole half of the rectangle, but then I changed my mind. So you could just see me piecing together different things, different scraps. And I like the way this turned out. It probably should have been red, white, and blue, but I don't know. I just decided to use this with the scraps. And I think it came out pretty cute. So adding an edge on that left corner, not an edge. Is that like a 2-inch piece? A scrap I had. Sorry, the color went out. I think if I don't have my video camera plugged in, it's not as bright. So I will be sure with all future videos to Yeah, to pay attention to that. I'm sorry, because I hate that when you can't really see it well. And it's kind of dark. So, you'll see I just pulled a ton of different pieces to use on the layout. I'm not going to use obviously all of them. I hardly ever do. I put too many. I'm not sure how much room I'll have, and since I usually don't do single photos, I pretty much don't have a lot of room for embellishing most of the time. So I could embellish some, but I can't really fill it up because I have more photos than room for embellishments. But I still chalked it pretty full, so that works. So I found some of those corner stickers and I'm just adding those. I found a little lime. I'm going to add that there. That piece is going to go up there for another little cluster that I'm going to put my date on that right hand side. So I just have to pretty much trim everything up. And that will not stay there. It's going to move over there to the right. Or to the left, rather. So I put a little piece on top, a little piece on the bottom. Kind of looks like it goes all the way across. Or up and down, all the way to span the photos. So I had that other piece left over from the top, and I'm going to put it there under the, yeah, under that. So, yep, that's going to go there. I am getting more, I'm getting the hang of layering a little more. I usually don't like to cover anything, but to get that look, you just have to. So I'm kind of slowly accepting the fact that, you know, some stuff is going to be hidden. So I'm kind of trying to, not kind of trying, I'm kind of preserving a little more, because if only a little is going to peek out, then with some things you could kind of fix it and make sure that you're not wasting a whole big piece if, you know, 90% of it's going to be covered. And that's just with some stuff, because I do have a ton of embellishments, some that I make myself, or, you know, just what I mean by make myself is use punches and, you know, just cut out the banner shape and stuff like that. Yeah, so not that I have a ton of everything, but yeah, I also create my own embellishments. So they're just adding that little piece there to the right, and then that piece on the bottom kind of goes with it. Using some enamel dots and some hearts. They're not enamel, yeah, I used enamel dots and rhinestones and puffy hearts. So I think I'm going to finish up with that. Let's see, what else do I have to do besides the title? Yeah, I think that's about it. Then I think I'm just going to do the title on the bottom, and it is just going to be titled very simply using those little square letters. It's going to be Memorial Day on the bottom, and I'm going to put 2016 on the upper right cluster. And then I am, if I didn't already, I put ATG down when I put these, and that way it I just put the stickers on top of the adhesive so I don't have to pull it up later. Because these are all connected, so I could do that. Just put a strip of ATG and then put down the letters. So that will do it for this layout once I'm done with that. And yeah, I'm looking and that's all I added. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you at the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.